Dear child, come and be nevertheless with me. You have requested peace, and I have heard. The quiet wish behind your mind. I don't promise quick fixes, but I stay beside you as your body does what I designed it to do. Breathe lightly now, and permit your concerns. Settle. The breath you're taking is sufficient. The breath you launch is enough to live with that rhythm and take into account I'm right here. I do not. Departing, sense your heartbeat. That consistent rhythm has carried you through many mornings and plenty of lengthy nights permitted to remind you of which you are nevertheless status that beat reaches into your worn-out locations, calming your thoughts, easing your body, and making room for relaxation. You don't want signs or wonders. My quiet presence is sufficient. While fear rises, allow it to pass. Note how your power remains. I gave it to you, and it is no longer left. Your body has delivered you this far, often without a thank you. The soreness, bruises, the vintage wounds, they're not punishments, they're reminders, which you have lived. If ache comes, meet it virtually. Restoration isn't a moment, it is a process, and that I stroll it with you. You may reply with relaxation. Good meals, mild motion, and patience. These small choices show recognition for the lifestyle I have given you, and I am pleased when you care for what I have made. The burden you sense does now not define you. Strain may bend your posture, yet it cannot touch the quiet remedy at your center image, accumulating the portions of your self-belief and setting them again wherein they belong. I'm right here with you, regular and patient. Whilst you position matters so as you were made with care from the identical hand that set the stars in the area, the same constant laws that circulate the tides and exchange the seasons are conserving you even now. Nighttime gives way to morning, iciness turns to spring. In the same way, peace will come after trouble. Let that regular rhythm remind you. You are not forgotten, even though your frame is, however, a second. In my sight, it's miles of treasure. Note the air upon your pores and skin, the earth underneath your toes, the flavor of cool water and the gentle warmth that surrounds. These easy gifts work in harmony every day, asking for nothing in return. Receive their help, clean your mind, allow the solid floor to regulate your steps. Permit the flowing water to wash away your anxieties. And allow the smooth, warm temperature to ease your stiffness. They may no longer make all things new straight away, yet they create stability and readability while you welcome them. Breathe out slowly and lie apart. Any tension, that restoration is beyond reach. Wounds are experienced most fiercely while they're sparkling via time and tenderness, they mend from within. Grief may additionally linger on your chest, but it does now declare your entire heart searches for braveness in small deeds. These easy acts show that the power to heal is already at your fingertips. Scars visible or hidden confirm that you endured. They do not announce defeat. They document persistence. Set apart the load of disgrace. Carry your face to the open sky. Morning, afternoon, or big name stuffed night, and say aloud that you are nevertheless here. Whilst fear urges you to withdraw, answer with a regular, unmarried breath and unclench your shoulders. This is enough for now. Restoration flows on the same timetable as tides, slow, reliable, and seldom rushed. Trust that mild tempo. This consideration is not giving up inside the manner of defeat. Imagines its miles, the quiet self-assurance of one who is familiar with that growth takes place. Underneath regular mild, rather than trying to find grand symptoms, look ahead to subtle shifts. Deeper sleep, a steadier appetite, thoughts that now do not spiral, and having a good time are undeniable markers for. They indicate actual development, upward push from bed day after day with interest, in preference to dread. And observe how hope gains ground now, not via roaring, however, but by way of Settling firmly and quietly into your day, my watchful care does not waver. Although you could no longer pay attention to my call, if your eyes fill with tears, allow them to. Waft while ache speaks answer with honest gentleness, call it, breathe through it. Shift your posture. Then relaxation, no signs and symptoms from heaven are. Wanted your own steadfast coronary heart upheld by means of simple, steady care will outlast any grand display. See this night no longer as upheaval but as the turning of a web page. The old chapter is written and complete, the brand new one starts in stillness and promise. Slowly its traces will shape, laughter will locate you again. Your pain won't depart this eve, yet its hold can loosen since a single muscle unclenches. Alone, worried step returned, therefore, does onward motion begin. Small, consistent, and certain restoration cares for spirit and mind as sincerely as for bone and blood. Mind you, repeat, carve narrow paths in your soul, pick out thoughts that widen room to breathe when vintage recollections sting, counter them with what's right here and now, what you see and hear round you, the consistent beat of your personal heart. Those simple truths anchor you to the instant in which life is sincerely lived. From that location of grounding, you can respond rather than react, and in that reaction lies the gateway to renewed strength. Equipment of change are already in your arms, patience, kindness, and closeness to yourself. And constant faith that attempting topics of doubt will go to, however it cannot settle. Until invited, when it arrives, greet it with curiosity, and then let it flow on. Do not forget your real worth is not up for debate. It has in no way depended on productiveness. Titles or spotless data within the quiet area between mind. Sense the subtle hyperlink between mind and frame, a partnership that works first class when nurtured with. Recognize and believe this reality, gentle care brings regular. Trade your heart, as soon as crowded with heavy thoughts, can grow spacious. Once more listen to the small voice in the one that speaks without judgment. Its word is older than speech. It comes as calm in your quiet body. Knowing your mind and rooted presence in your spirit, recuperation is not a distant dream. It's far from the work unfolding to your muscle tissues, nerves, and thoughts each time you pick rest, nourishment, and sincere communique. Though you could experience fragility at sunrise, your frame is made for repair. In the stillness of sleep, unseen fires, and knit broken locations. And consider the blackest nighttime yields at remaining to the tender mild of morning. Demanding situations may seem countless, yet every trouble holds a reminder. Your depth surpasses any surface. Event view discomfort no longer as an enemy, however, but as a messenger urging mild adjustment. Sit down, breathe, stretch, or seek supportive cooperation as wanted and cherished. Every deliberate desire stokes the hearth of your soul, let ache talk its fact. Fatigue draws you to rest, and irritating ideas lead you to clever suggestions. Impatience delivers ear to these stirrings, and the storm within shall be turned into a direction of readability. Pain will now not outline your future. I continue to be close as near because the strong floor underfoot nature does not try to galvanize it truly capabilities, and by doing so it helps you let that competence reassure you. Roots hold soil without drama. Rivers discover roots round boundaries without criticism. So too can you adapt progressively with perseverance and cherished everyday nourishment. Unhurried steps and shared laughter, these easy behaviors reinforce the energy I've located inside you, guiding you again to stability. When doubt rises like a swelling tide, remember the multitude who have walked this direction before you. Their tales aren't maps you ought to replicate, but lighting fixtures that affirm the path is walkable. Draw courage from their patience, yet hold your very own peace. Restoration is your pilgrimage. The contrast is the most effective way to lift thousands of unnecessary burdens. On the heart, stand in a company wherein you plant your goal and boost one regular step at a time. My steadfast care surrounds you, always asking the simplest thing. You continue to pick life, every quiet prayer, silent desire, or hopeful notion alerts engagement with healing. Have a look at the night sky or an unmarried candle flame, and keep in mind that mild exists without having permission. The same is actual for the steady pressure within you that leans in the direction of properly being. Acknowledge it and it grows. Do not rush outcomes. Nurture the system. Your lifestyle is a product of everyday hours, and those hours stacked lightly shape a durable future. Your life stands among countless others, everyone upheld by means of care and perseverance. Allow your body to show that. Renewal is at paintings, whilst warmth eases worn-out muscular tissues and acquires it whilst sleeping. Comes, welcome it, when starvation returns, honor it with nourishing food. My words call you onward, but it's miles in those simple acts each day that authentic stability grows under your feet. Renewal touches thoughts, feelings, and picks. Inhale, a sense of calm increase alongside your ribs. Exhale, permitting tension to soften away. A mild technique is underway. One is now not measured in dramatic moments but in subtle. Old reminiscences may additionally still surface, yet they lose depth when met with gift comfort over time. Tales of problem rework into lessons whispered as a substitute. Then shouted reminders of resilience, no longer pain. As you keep every step, know. Count the number of small things that contain you closer to brighter ground. Consider evenings whilst you feared. You had been on your own. I was there, quiet but present today. Permit that identical presence guide you into a morning solid affected person type. Listen for it in constant, calm pulses. Breaths and moments of genuine laughter when doubt surrounds your name to thoughts. The rising solar that scatters shadows rises up through your extensive window and acquire the sparkling wind as a signal that the day goes on, and so do you. My reassurance is a steady, muted rhythm under each day's sounds, photographing a tended indoor lawn. Through attention instead of spectacle, vintage weeds of fear can be lifted lightly. New shoots of self-assurance appear wherein compassion waters the soil, seasons bypass, and growth continues. You have withstood storms before, and the roots you shaped then still hold when self-critique fuels it with curious questions rather than harsh verdicts. Treat inner judgments as visitors passing through now, not everlasting. Tenants respond to each judgment with a sensible act of self-care. Each act, though brief, undercuts vintage narratives and plant steadier footing for the next hour. Every setback includes the uncooked fabric of awareness, since each inhale carries an area experience, and each exhale launches what you no longer need. Muscles, keep in mind the way to relax. Bones, don't forget a way to bear weight. Your body researches these classes daily, integrating them quietly to permit this calm cycle. Educate you agree with, whilst worry rises inside you. Be still and call what stands before you, the chilliness of the air, the firmness of the seat below your frame. Permit these simple truths to fasten your wandering thoughts and keep your spirit steady as your mind returns to your body. Your imaginative and prescient world widens, and unrest loses its grip for a gift. Attention is a balm to the soul. Recuperation isn't remote. It happens right here in this ordinary moment. Whilst days experience heavy, don't forget I'm close to. Consistent as ever, my presence doesn't shout, it steadies, allowing that steadiness to assist you through the hours in advance. Take into account maintaining enterprise with silence now and then. In that hush, body and mind realign. Even 5 unhurried breaths can exchange the measure of a day. In moments of pause, notice how shoulders descend. And eyebrows relax, diffused shifts count they gather into lighter afternoons. And calmer nights trust these incremental upgrades. They trace at. Stronger foundations are being laid below every day's workouts. I am within the hush of twilight. The firmness of the earth, the rhythm of flowing water, the mild warm temperature easing. Relax, natural wonders surround you, operating without fanfare to maintain lifestyles. Thriving permits them to remind you that care is woven into life itself. To be had in every breath and every aware pause, but you have to believe me, my child, recollect. Naaman, the super commander with leprosy who got here to the prophet Elisha. Looking for a cure instead of a grand rite, Elisha simply bade him wash 7 times within the Jordan, even though before everything he hesitated. His servants entreated him to obey, and on the 7th dip, his flesh turned into that of a restored little child, and he turned clean. In his easy obedience brought recovery. More than any display, doubt may also return, and pain can also linger. These reports are transient segments of a longer story. Remembers the various people who have traveled this road and emerged renewed. Their courage shines quietly, assuring you that persistence finally can pay dividends. Hold your perspective open. Alleviation regularly arrives gradually but truly, in case your progress feels invisible. Write down one beneficial movement from the day's evidence, but modest builds your self-assurance. Build your list with endurance and honesty through the years. With these lines on paper, create a visible report of increase that counters any inner claim of stagnation. To preserve this simple truth: every day is a brand new risk. Even hesitation may be part of progress if it teaches cautious pacing when uncertainty creeping into the middle of yourself with slow inhales and regular exhales permits the continuing pulse within. Your chest reminds you that lifestyles persist, urging you forward with mild consistency. Pick out one achievable mission and enter it, permitting pride to sign in. Momentum builds no longer via massive leaps but rather through repeated balanced steps that honor potential. Supply reward for quiet victories, placing your own home so as to talk grace in your personal coronary heart. Pausing before anger stirs. Such small acts are like seeds sown in exact soil. With every completed venture, every kindly word, every second of restraint of your internal strength takes root. What may have emerged as hindrances, it became 2 steps of awareness. And your spirit is kept in peace as you walk gently before me this night. Allow calm to settle over every part of you. Experience anxiety softening in shoulders, jaw, and backbone. Your frame welcomes ease. If worries surface, meet them with endurance and allow them to skip. A quiet nighttime rest supports healing. Paintings already underway in cells and thoughts alike before sleep. Listing 3 regular belongings you recognize, like offering thanksgiving. And your soul shall find relaxation. Gratitude is a certain anchor bidding the restless heart to lay down its watch. Allow your grateful mind to melt the sharp edges of weariness. For in giving thanks, the thoughts are stilled, and the shoulders are loosed. And every breath turns into at peace. Proof for your body and spirit that you live in protection. As a consequence, you are granted deeper sleep and dreams that refresh. Deep renewal isn't a short repair but a thorough rearranging of behavior and views. Visualize a gentle, mild transferring value, not as magic but as the herbal result of relaxation and clean purpose. Painful memories step by step become markers of growth as opposed to assets of distress. Have fun each time you notice a hard thought softening. That reputation indicates the percentage of your studies with someone. Straightforward spoken reflections often reveal development hidden from personal view. Old struggles are being refashioned into stepping stones wherein ice once numbed. Warmth now invites motion. My steady interest has followed every one of your trials as you approach sunrise. Sense protection in that Consistency, you're cared for, protected, and valued beyond measure. Let morning light reminds you that renewal isn't theoretical. It arrives daily, edging alongside floorboards illuminating normal rooms. Open a window and let sparkling air in, and be aware of how even stillness consists of quiet steerage, kind mind, and honest phrases. Improve recovery. Release the weight of harmful memories and accept as true the simple truth that improvement is taking place right now. Permit each breath to confirm your transformation into a calmer, healthier version of yourself. Beloved, your body renews itself. Your mind grows firm, and hope sinks deeper into your soul while doubt assails. You lay your hand upon your heart and experience its regular pulse, evidence that your lifestyle upholds you. Without fanfare, pause and witness how small acts of bravery gather. A kind concept. Seconds rest, a prayer presented in religion in their quiet meeting, possibly turns into development, and you circulate ahead in genuine energy. With every heartbeat you align greater intently with the gentle rhythm that guides lifestyle's ongoing care, soothes both frame and mind. If the street feels long, understand that chronic support travels with you. One step at a time, ease grows and contentment gains ground. Allow yourself periods of true relaxation in preference to mere pause, and true rest replenishes selection-making, creativity, and remedy-making. Next effort. More sustainable. You are by no means alone. My quiet kindness surrounds you. Permit this understanding grounds your choices. Deliver ahead with self-assurance that each new moment holds capability. Mild breath by gentle breath, you grow to be whole, resilient, and at peace with the simple flow of days. Like keeping a simple evening practice, decrease the lamp's draw of breath. With measured calm, bend gently in a quiet stretch and rest your coronary heart nonetheless. Reflection on this sacred rhythm. Your frame learns that its labors are ended, and recuperation may also start without watchful worry. If loneliness whispers, reach closer to others. Connection begins with the everyday and expands naturally from there. Include this fact and walk into day after day with a relaxed spirit. Rest this night knowing that recovery, slow and actual, is nice underway. Each heartbeat stands as proof. Stand tall. Meet the coming hours with consistent eyes and allow your existence to shift from mere survival to regular thriving. Your tale is a long way from being completed. Every sunrise offers blank space for selections. Guided by means of me, consider that you belong right here exactly as you are in this unfolding. Second, accept unfinished questions and budding plans with patience. View every sunrise as an open discipline, wherein intentions can be tested without worry of embarrassment. Curiosity more than truth energizes. The coming day's relaxation is now letting consolation spread through muscle groups and mind. Recovery is maintained while you relax, guided by way of unwavering care, and may additionally dawn and greet you with renewed electricity and the quiet conviction that you are ready to live absolutely kindly and bravely within the mild of a brand new day. The next day's demanding situations will meet a person fortified by way of persistence, clarity, and steadiness. Internal assist delivery that helps you and permits it to shade every movement. Phrase and silent goal. Open your Bible and allow your curiosity to guide you. Examine with sincere attention, and you may observe a quiet closeness in each line. You will start to feel my taking care of you without judgment whilst you falter. I am here regularly and attentively, presenting new probabilities. Kindness and know how as you embody what lies ahead, circulate expectantly. My presence walks with you. Permit this care, you permit these words to show you the direction, and allow. Knowing I'm here provides you with the reassurance you need. You're now not going through this on your very own, and there is always room for hope. Keep stepping ahead into the existence that I have set before you, one packed with purpose, power, an ongoing aid. I've regarded you nicely from the very starting, and my situation for you in no way fades. Permit these phrases to settle your thoughts. Give a boost to your solve and sharpen your consciousness. Draw closer and I will display the meaningful moments in ordinary scenes. Believe in every step, and I'll be there to manual your way. Those messages come mainly to you, born from a constant concern. Spirit. Plans for you and people you cherish are built on kindness, information, and confidence that would not waver. The days of fear are in the back of you. Each pressure that attempted to weigh you down has lost its grip. No hostile force holds sway over you anymore. I invite you now to let go of doubt and each hesitation and place your belief without reservation. In doing so you'll discover a long-lasting pleasure, a peacefulness that runs deeper than you thought possible, and a purpose that lighting every day. This promise is sealed with the aid of a steadfast care that in no way adjustments. Remember, I have been involved for you on the grounds that long earlier than this moment, and not anything in the global can simply damage you. I'm your shelter and your strength. Any worry or burden that has threatened you'll not stand against the shelter you currently locate. I am running behind the curtain to clear the route. Before you reply to the questions that linger in your mind, beyond that I will display to you an unmistakable signal of genuine care, something concrete that eliminates all uncertainty. You may understand with truth that I'm with you and that my goodwill towards you are aware of no restriction these days. It may additionally appear regular, however it is full of hidden possibilities ready to reveal themselves. As you step into the day, allow a sense of pleasure elevates you. Don't permit obstacles to unsettle you or cause you to lose your stability. My subject for your paperwork is a sturdy boundary round you that you've weathered hard times before, trusting me via each one, and you have a visible guide. Arrive right whilst you wish or not. It's confident that I won't assist you to down now. Look back on past seasons, especially the demanding situations you met during the last year. In each trying out second you held company, and you emerged with new electricity, even in case you do not see it all, but within the quiet pauses of devotion you planted intentions of honesty, care, and acceptance as true and steadfast. Willpower, those intentions were not planted in vain. Right now I declare that plentiful rewards are on their way to you. At just the right moment, I've selected you. Will accumulate the outcomes of your faithfulness. Every blessing will come so thoughtfully that you may admire each element, each on the spot, and each present I offer. I word for each part of who you are. I understand the hopes you carry, the goals you nurture, and the struggles you face in each undertaking, whether or not seen or hidden. I stand beside you whilst you relax at nighttime. I renew your electricity body, thoughts and spirit. At sunrise I send a quiet reminder to your heart that you are held securely. Any day has the capability to become remarkable the moment you take into account you are supported from the past. What you could see by no means overlooks that compassion is your safe haven, wrapping you lightly whilst storms blow in. I supply, which means to each step you're taking, directing you towards a reason. I have set you are valued greater than you realize, and that I watch over each circle you make anywhere your direction leads. If you ever go with the flow away, I will provide a gentle invitation to go back, due to the fact my innermost want is to hold you close up, safe and cherished. Let this care shine via you, guiding others who want warm temperature and relief. Bypasses this message along, and together we're going to provide consolation and energy to open hearts. Pause now near your eyes and talk from the honest place internally about what's on your mind. Concerns weigh on you. I am here, ready to reply and to reveal the intensity of caring in methods that can surprise you. Asking whatever you want, no doubt, is simply too big. No request is too mild. Invite me into your quiet moments. Align your mind with mine and pay attention for a response that speaks straight from your center. Locating this connection isn't difficult, for I have chosen you already earlier than you even knew me. I used to be privy to you, your heart and phone out, and you will acquire solutions that fill you with marvel and self-assurance. I long to deliver. You benefit beyond your expectations. Recall this. Do now not speak harshly to yourself or undermine your real worth. You exist now for reasons I've set in the area. Sure, you may face difficult stretches, and at instances the following can also circulate. Seem unclear still, I ask you to give your agreement freely even if paths appear unsure. You do no longer travel this alone. I stroll beside you, connecting along with your innermost intentions. If you have strayed, turn and return and offer me your openness, and I will man you. Again, pick cautiously who walks with you, and flow far from people who sow doubt or make you experience less than you're intended to be. The ones whose voices do not share in my purpose for your life, release them. Without fear, I have organized for other humans aligned together with your proper to return along with you to uplift your heart and inspire every step. You won't have remorse making those picks. Get ready for something tremendous that is coming into view. Open yourself to a wave of nice changes as a way to pass past what you have ever dared to assume. I see your resolve every morning as you wake, believing that something significant awaits you. That sort of self-belief brings me joy. You refuse to be defeated with the aid of hassle, and in that you replicate my own situation. Your preference to act with integrity, to take care of those around you, and to live in harmony reflects a deep recognition for life itself. Maintain that spirit alive. By no means lose the regular consideration that includes you. Ahead, your journey shows how support and perseverance can thrive even when challenges loom. As you pass beforehand, agree with that I'm mainly presenting care and shaping a destiny full of promise. We are trying to find the quiet vicinity in which we connect, and I will assist you in disposing of whatever stands in your way. Agree with those assurances, and you'll witness superb outcomes that trade your global for the better. I'm putting before you opportunities that open extensive doors, so that infinite hearts can see the electricity that comes from proper acceptance as true, and a spirit committed to honesty. Devotion. You have stood firm through tough trials when those you relied on became aware of what you valued. You refused to let bitterness take root. They might also have taken matters that fade, however, they could in no way claim the internal electricity that belongs to you. Steadfastly believe in your willingness to serve others, and your firm clear up to follow the path I've laid out have carried you onward despite complication and uncertainty. Your coronary heart stays devoted and unwavering. Deep inside there are still abilities and callings are waiting to be determined, ready to bring more properness to the arena around you. Your destiny holds more than promise. It holds a carefully organized plan of growth and success. No complication can shake you. Now you stand on a foundation of lasting care, and no darkness can overcome you, for you shine with a readability that comes from inside. I encourage you to share this feeling of desire with 3 others who feel worn down, in order that they can also find a profound calm in their heart's technique each new day with self-belief, laying apart worry, doubt, and each burden. Even when uncertainty appears close to you or you experience being off path, remember that you are never clearly alone. I'm here, an unfailing companion who will in no way turn away. My love for you does not depend on flawlessness. It remains consistent, unchanging and dependable wherever your path leads, through lush fields or harsh deserts. My presence surrounds you gently, imparting quiet reassurance that you by no means journey alone. You aren't underneath my protection by chance. Powerful forces stand equipped with I decided to protect you, repel damage, and make sure your well-being. Your words will bring readability and electricity while you talk surely and openly. Whilst you talk with sincerity and truthfulness, doubt and negativity will find no place close to you. Tension, fear, and insufficiency will fade out of your existence. And from the lives of these dear to you, your house turns into a space marked with the aid of peace and constant aid, where regular days are filled with simple but significant moments. You may be accompanied by means of folks who share authentic bonds of friendship and care, drawn close by means of your authenticity and recommended by your regular spirit. I remind you once more to stay positive in who you're valued and chosen. Do not wander into self-doubt or lose sight of your motive. Seek readability through quiet reflection. Spend time knowing the truths that support your spirit and develop gradually in know-how and insight. Allows calmness and warranty to fill you each day, feeling my care deeply. And individually my affection for you is regular, embracing every element of who you are without circumstance. My loyalty to you is permanent, installed firmly through enduring dedication. I am aware of times while difficulties cloud your perspective, moments when you fear abandonment or loneliness. Bear in mind virtually all the instances while my reassurance turned into glaring, actual comfort. Not imagine the relationship we share is resilient and reliable, not fragile. Bonds that destroy without problems under stress. My promise to you is set up with unwavering dedication, undying and certain. The arena may also unfairly criticize. You unfairly blame yourself for troubles you probably did not create, attempting to burden yourself with needless guilt or diminish your sense of self-worth. Forget about those false voices taking note of their criticisms. Risk dropping sight of the gratifying lifestyles to be had to you. Set aside the burdens of guilt and regret for past errors already forgiven. My nature is certainly one of kindness and generosity, aware of your true efforts to study and grow. I've already cleared your record, freeing you from beyond screw-ups. You are no longer chained to the errors of the day before today. Resist tries via others to make you sense insignificant. Recognize your inherent value, granted freely and without situations. Your real worth isn't always measured by others' judgments. You depend deeply on me. My recognition of your importance defines your identification and whose attitude you trust. My phrases confirm you are well worth your strength and your ability to influence the world positively. Do no longer allow harsh, important voices to shape your future. Your existence became meant for achievement now, not fleeting pleasures or temporary pleasure. You possess energy to conquer demanding situations, the resilience to withstand difficulties head on a stand. Hopefully on this fact, talk brazenly and elegantly, trusting in the sincerity of my affection for you is massive and deep. I'm now not remote or punitive, ready to seize you in blunders. Those who portray me as harsh misunderstand my nature. Totally, they fail to understand the gentleness and care that characterize my dating with. You haven't any reason to stay in worry or depression. I assist you continually, supplying information and renewal every day, presenting a foundation for persevered boom and opportunity. This everyday compassion is essential to your development. I will facilitate reconciliation on your relationships, lightly mending misunderstandings with persistence and kindness. Your mind will discover readability, your frame renewed power, and your spirit calm reassurance. I deeply admire your sincerity, recognizing your commitment to thoughtful dwelling and wise picks. I have a look at your regular progress, persisting even if instantaneous effects seem elusive. Maintaining unwavering acceptance as true with your staying power resembles the ones who have walked faithfully earlier than you. Ultimate regular despite challenges like them, you've had moments of proper perception. Spotting profound truths and deeper realities, you recognize my ability to help. And the manual gives you a glimpse of a greater fact. where difficulties in the long run. 'Cause clarity and success your life reflects steadfastness and encouragement, offering wish and authenticity to others flow with a bit of luck inside this information. Understanding your actions reveals sincerity and genuine care, the manner you stay absolutely shows your values. Demonstrating reliability and consistent recognition your future is promising and crammed with opportunities that unfold evidently. I can continue to be with you continuously, committed to your well-being. If you understand sincerity in those phrases, keep them close and consider my regular care expressed via everyday interactions quietly reassuring and authentic. I remain steady and reliable, supporting you via uncertainties, know-how, your doubts, and struggles without judgment. My help does no longer lessen when you are making mistakes. As an alternative, it becomes clearer, imparting balance amid lifestyles uncertainties never count on. I revel in watching you wage warfare or deliberately set boundaries past your strength. Each difficulty consists of, inside it, opportunities for know-how, boom and decision. Every time you're unsure, don't forget my guidance affords clarity. If you stray from maintaining this reassuring reality firmly, I can usually stay close to. In no way chickening out of my assist in case you stumble. Realize my help comes without condemnation, gently supporting you to regain your balance. I acknowledge your sincere efforts to correct errors and choose accurately, just as people who knew my presence at once were advocated via constant aid, so too will you receive the identical energy and willpower. Your proper consideration of me evokes deep appreciation. Your records, age, or perceived weaknesses do not lessen your capacity. What subjects is the sincerity of your consider your notion that you can gain massive consequences via constant effort and an actual goal. Whilst opportunities arise, act decisively, hopefully expressing your real self. Your efforts will steadily clear up difficulties, commencing new opportunities and positive outcomes. You possess internal electricity intended now not for private gain, however, but for quietly inspiring others and reflecting authentic humility and care for individuals who are seeking fame at others' expense. Will ultimately recognize humility's extra price. You are encouraged to move forward with quiet self-belief, confident of your intrinsic real worth and unconditionally cared for. Embrace new reviews courageously, confident of my ongoing support as we method possibilities together. Will you acknowledge and believe in my true assurances? I understand moments whilst you felt crushed or emotionally tired, times whilst hasty phrases reflected frustration or confusion. You've every now and then wandered from clarity, setting self-assurance in transient distractions or misunderstandings, yet I continue to be continually supportive. Some suggest that my affection must have limits, so repeated errors lessen my care. They misunderstand profoundly my care and aid are endlessly more potent than the maximum chronic limitations. My presence is obvious all through normal studies, clear and comforting in familiar surroundings and quiet moments. I communicate in reality via ordinary stories, quiet mornings, gentle rain, or the non-violent stillness of twilight. Pay attention attentively. My regular presence reassures you, regularly quieting uncertainties. I deeply care for you. Would you be surprised if the next day brings the same reassurance, realizing with the fact that it will? I verify this regularly till your self-assurance in my care leaves no room for doubt. Even now, as these assurances attain, you permit your internal self to discover relaxation, comforted through genuine reputation. I understand your choice for authentic closeness, true reassurance beyond mere phrases. Approach with self-belief. Get hold of clear evidence of my commitment to assist you regularly, no matter occasions. I absolutely understand your want for reliable closeness. Detached from consistent assistance, your inner peace fades step by step, linked. With a clean motive, you reap significant dreams formerly considered unimaginable. Pay attention carefully now. I am equipped to help you step by step through instances of uncertainty, easing your difficulties, freeing pressures of distress, and lightly guiding you closer to remedy your spirit calls for steady nurturing, desiring my presence to thrive fully. Without it, confusion and disconnection emerges. With my clean steerage, you begin to attain your potential. Reaching what formerly appeared impossible, recognize simply my readiness to help is true and instantaneous, aimed at guiding you gradually via confusion alleviation. Problems and disposing of lingering unhappiness or worry. I recognize your heartfelt want for sincere, steady companionship. Without it, your confidence and clarity weaken. Diminishes, both readability and strength go back, and also you accomplish significant development that seemed formerly out of reach. Recognize simply I am completely devoted to gently guiding you from uncertainty, relieving persistent stress, and step by step easing lingering sadness. I understand your actual desire for regular encouragement and support, otherwise, your spirit falters, unable to sustain resilience. However, in consistent partnership with true reassurance, you start reaching formerly impossible results. Pay attention and recognize deeply, I remain completely committed to supporting you regularly, moving you from confusion towards clarity, alleviating chronic problems, and gently eliminating lingering burdens. Completely acknowledging your sincere desire for regular encouragement and closeness. I understand that without it your peace and self-assurance diminish, but with reliable reassurance, your capacity is realized by accomplishing what was once regarded as impossible. Pay attention truly. I remain absolutely devoted to softly supporting you, getting rid of uncertainties, decreasing demanding situations, and guiding you constantly in the direction of a clearer, more hopeful outlook. I clearly apprehend your deep need for regular reassurance. Without this constant aid, confusion returns, diminishing readability, but with ongoing encouragement you can satisfy aspirations formerly thought beyond. Attain recognition thoroughly. I continue to be completely dedicated to reliably supporting you, gently guiding you from doubt, easing continual difficulties, and relieving lingering worries, helping you progressively flow forward into clarity and renewal whilst you put your acceptance as true into words you display, the power you convey, inner your perception fills me with pleasure, which I proportion through countless kindnesses. If my message has moved you, preserve it. Close, hold those minds with you in quiet moments and allow them to guide your picks. Let your perception be clear to yourself and people round you. I am continually with you, and that I locate pleasure in the whole thing you do, whether or not you figure towards vital goals or comply with the daily patterns of your existence. Bear in mind also to recognize your small achievements, displaying yourself the identical attractiveness you expand to others. Seeing your confidence inspires me. When problems arrive, you maintain your ground. You let your trust guide you, maintaining your composure even if demanding situations shake your surroundings, whilst boundaries seem regular, knowing I live with you and nothing can harm you due to that connection, which can serve as a consistent companion in moments of uncertainty, reminding you of what topics Maximum Live present. I discover a reason for being a part of your everyday reviews. Maximum Live present. I discover reason in being a part of your everyday reviews, no matter how simple or brilliant they'll seem. I observe the strength in your belief. Someday you'll feel my presence extra surely. You will feel my guide surrounding your home. With unseen helpers watching over you, you will recognize all I wish to offer. While you provide yourself completely trusting without hesitation, you are by no means with the aid of yourself. You can build on my care, discover strength there, and lean on it in each task. Live close to me and permit us to pass ahead together into what lies ahead. Lean on the help whilst you face uncertainty or want a second to relax and regroup. Communicate without a doubt approximately your belief, and permit my care to guide you each step. Your constant belief even whilst you can't see me suggests real dedication. You do not want visible evidence to maintain for your convictions, and that true openness matters a lot. Your willingness to agree with the unseen speaks louder than any noise round you. You who trust without seeing, your sincere admiration and your quiet confidence sticks out. Your modesty is more valuable than any showy act, and it reaches me deeply. I am aware of how a good reaches me deeply. I am aware of how a good deal. You care about me and approximately the humans close to you. Your ongoing effort to shield and aid those you love, supporting their choice of kindness and fact, makes me very thrilled. I recognize your cautious interest in others' desires and your persistence in difficult conversations. Amen.